Hey everyone, welcome back to TapRooT TV. I'm Benna Hughes and I'm here today with Ken Reed. Welcome, Ken.
We are back again.
We are back and we're going to talk to you about the PreSummit courses at the upcoming 2020. I still can't get used to that.
I'm glad you said that.
TapRooT Global Summit. It's going to be held at Horseshoe Bay Resort, the beautiful resort behind us. We can't wait to get there. It's going to be so fun. Ann Roberts and I talked about a lot of the stuff at the resort last week. So good. We have a video on that if you want to go back and look at it.
Yep.
So today we're going to tell you about the PreSummit courses because they're fantastic.
Right. It's a great way to get to kind of lead into the rest of the summit. It's they're not really part of they're not the summit sessions,
right?
But they're an extra piece that you can really get a lot of good knowledge out of.
And we like you to come the whole week, but you can just come to PreSummit courses.
You can if you wish. Those can be a completely separate piece if you want. They blend really well into the rest of the summit, but they can be set up as separate.
But the people who come to just a 2-day and then they leave, they're really sad because all these people are staying for the great stuff that's going to be for the rest of the week, and they're like, why did I not stay?
How come I didn't know?
I know. They were sad. But the key is we have a lot of advanced courses we don't have at any other time.
These are really the only time we teach some of these courses, so they're
and
really
people
good.
ask us about them. But this is it. This is when it happens.
Yep.
So we're going to tell you a little bit about them. First, we will tell you that we have a normal 2-day course.
We do. That's a normal 2-day TapRooT Essentials course. So if you have no other way, or if you're looking for a Texas course to go to, for example, the one out there is going to be terrific to go to.
Yep.
So, but that's our normal 2-day course for those that are looking for that.
And then you can stay for the summit.
That's right.
I'll say this after every one of these. Your area, Equifactor.
The Equifactor course, that's going to be, again, all these are 2-day courses, by the way. It's all the Monday and Tuesday, 9th and 10th, right? 9th and 10th.
That's right.
And this is a 2-day TapRooT course with Equifactor kind of focus. So it's kind of like the Essentials course. We're still going to teach you TapRooT. We're still going to teach you root cause analysis, but they're all going to be equipment examples, and we're going to use the Equifactor tables to help you with the equipment troubleshooting.
So is this going to be kind of commingled throughout the 2 days?
It is, yeah.
It's not like we've done it in the past.
It's not where in the past we've done like a shortened 1-day TapRooT course and then Equifactor at the end on the second day. But this one it's together. It's a one-piece thing to help you. For those that need to learn both TapRooT and Equifactor, it's a great way to do that.
So really great for anybody who's like reliability focused.
Reliability and maintenance guys.
Yes,
yeah,
perfect.
Absolutely.
TapRooT analyzing and fixing safety culture issues.
Yeah.
The Tink and Tink team.
The Tink and Tink. Yeah, this is Brian Tink and Brian Tink teaching this. They have a really cool setup where they go in and they do some surveys and on company culture, and they give you the results of those surveys and give you some ideas on where you should focus your attention. And it's a really cool course. I believe they teach this on their own elsewhere.
Yeah.
But this is one of the places where they actually teach this is at the summit.
Yeah. And you want to take it here, so you stay for those 3
days.
Stay
for the rest of the summit.
Get a theme here? Yeah, we got one going. Risk management, best practices, and ROBT, risk and opportunity-based thinking.
Whew, that's a lot. That's Jim Whiting's course.
Very popular.
That is one that fills up really quick. So if you haven't signed up for that, you better.
Well, and it's a limited. You can only so many people can be in that one.
It's a smaller course. I can't remember the number. It's 12
like 12
or 15.
Or something
yeah,
like that.
It's a smaller course. Your other option, I guess, is to go to Australia to go get this course, which is an option, I suppose. But
if you're in Australia,
Jim comes once a year to the U.S. here to teach this course for us here at the summit. So it's a great idea, great way to kind of change your thinking a little bit about how to look for risks, and it's more than just a safety thing. This is a risk-based kind of course and how to assess the risks at your company.
And he's very popular. When his course is over, people follow him out of the course, wanting to continue to talk to him.
They do,
I mean, they don't want to leave him. They want to just keep gaining some of that knowledge that he has.
It's really cool to watch that course. It's really neat.
Yeah, it is. TapRooT software implementation and application.
So this is an in-depth look at the TapRooT software, the TapRooT 6 software. Dan and Angie teach this one, and they teach. They look at how to use the software. They give a lot of great examples of all those special optional tools that are available. And they also look at administrative stuff. So if you're a software administrator or a software user, or you're just implementing your software and trying to figure out what to do next, this is a great course to do for that.
And you can stay for the 3 days.
And
so using, I'm gonna get so annoying. Using what if and TapRooT for hazard hazard assessment.
Hazard assessments. This is Joel's course, and it's going to be Joel Solomon. And this is kind of a piece of process safety. He weaves process safety what-if requirements into how to use TapRooT and safeguard analysis into hazard assessment. And we do teach this one separately. So this is one that we do teach. If you're looking for this one after the course and you want to get another group of people trained, Joel can teach this any place.
And that is a good group one. So some of these you might look at some of these topics other than TapRooT Essentials and Equifactor as some of them that maybe you have a few people in your company that need that. And that's why we'll come to them on site, but generally you don't have a big enough audience. That's why
that's
we do
that's
it
one of the reasons that we don't get it that way. But you're right, this is one where you may have a larger group, so it's a great option.
This is another one, TapRooT Evidence Collection and Interviewing Techniques to Sharpen Investigation Skills. Our courses are so popular.
They are. I'll have to check and see if there's still room in that course because it fills up really quick. So she goes into a lot more detail on the stuff that a lot of us just are never trained in how to do. I mean, it's one thing to go ask questions and look for problems, but to actually interview someone or gather in evidence and gather...
It's a whole other science.
I won't call it forensics because it's not quite as deep as forensic analysis of like on CSI or something. But it's that important set of tools that we as investigators don't really learn anywhere else.
Right.
You don't learn them
and she's fantastic at it.
She can teach this one
yes,
locally too.
We do. We can like add a one-day evidence collection to after a two-day course, and it makes a really good overall course for you.
Oh, and then you can stay for the rest of the summit.
And then you can stay for the last 3 days for the rest of the summit.
Don't want to miss that.
Don't want to miss it. And don't leave early on Friday.
That's right.
Stopping human error.
Yeah.
This one's so excited. I'm excited about this.
Yeah, there's
new
a lot
book.
It's a brand new book, new course being written for this. This is kind of that human engineering piece, where we're looking at how do I make it harder for humans to make mistakes, and more in the physical piece of stuff, not just in your procedures and training, but how to make it so I don't make a mistake when I turn this microphone on and accidentally knock it off the table, and those kinds of things where human error and human engineering kind of things.
You would think with technology today it would be easier for us to not make human errors, but I'm not so sure about that.
we have it's one or the other. We've actually tried to make things harder to screw up, but we have a lot more things to screw up now. So
and then different generation of people are designing how the things are set up. And like I've said before, when my heater and air conditioner is where my radio used to be in my car, I'm going to turn up my heat every time I try to turn up the volume on my radio. But it's a great course, and we're super excited about it. Yeah. Mark Paradise is teaching
Mark's
that.
Teaching
Yeah, Mark and Alex. Isn't Alex?
I think Alex is involved with this one. I'm not sure if he's teaching it or attending. I can't remember now off the top of my head.
Best practices in mistake proofing and corrective actions writing.
Yeah, this is Kevin McManus's course.
That'll be good.
And Kevin is always a great instructor to learn from, and he's got some really unique ways of looking at how TapRooT can be used, and he's concentrating this time on corrective actions and how to write corrective actions that are more than just write a new procedure and to do more training, but how to actually mistake-proof a system. Kind of similar to the human engineering one, but a lot more into the corrective action side of it.
That'll be really good.
Yeah.
Because we don't want those things to ever happen again, do we? We don't.
Right. Once is enough.
You don't have time to investigate these things over and over. TapRooT Root Cause Analysis for Patient Safety Improvement.
Yeah, the cool course. This is a completely revamped new course here that Marcus has put together for just like it sounds, patient safety. Yes. It's designed to use TapRooT, but focused on the patient side of the patient safety and the hospitals and medical side of it. So
something really interesting that I had never thought about before, but some of our attendees may think about is a lot of our companies. Some mining companies, oil companies have medical facilities on their sites.
Absolutely.
It's a whole nother thought about who could possibly gain from that course.
Yeah, so, you take a look at your workman's comp and stuff like that. These are where they go for that stuff. And patient safety is a great addition to how TapRooT is being used and taught. So,
yeah. All right, so we want you to bring a team. don't
We do. Man, it's great when you get a group of people there and
It's the best.
It's so much more fun, actually, because you get a group there, you all decide, amongst yourselves which courses you want to go to and maybe split off.
Oh,
maybe
you
a
do.
couple go to this one and a couple to this one, and then you get back and you can just share that
The
wealth
amount of
knowledge.
knowledge gained by bringing a team,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
then you kind of get together while you're there. You can have a team meeting while you're there.
Right, we'll set aside a room for you
absolutely.
to put a team meeting together.
We have a lot of companies who always bring a team.
They do.
I mean, just always bring a team, maybe 8 to 10 people,
Yep.
and they're there.
Yep.
But they're fantastic.
They
They're
are.
great. They have a good time, and it's a good bonding experience as
It
a
is.
team for them. And imagine the additional best practice sharing of
Right.
them going out and being able to speak to so many other people.
Well, even at our last session, when they're sitting around putting together their plans for
roadmap,
when they
yep.
get back, they get to grab knowledge from a whole bunch of other people as they're all getting
It's
together.
fun. If you can bring 3 to 10 plus people, you won't be sorry.
It really multiplies the whole
It
experience.
really does, and
Yeah, the
we
value.
want you to do that. So we offer some discounts for that. So basically, you can find this on our website, but just to give you a little idea, if you bring 3 to 9 people and they come for the pre-summit and the whole summit, you save $400 a person.
Per person.
So that's a good savings.
That's significant.
10 plus people. For both summit and pre-summit, you save $600 a person. So that's
a significant
It
savings
is. It's
for
almost
those.
like the person gets come free.
Yeah, exactly. 1 or 2 in some
Yeah.
of those, yeah.
So we definitely want you to consider that, and people are signing up now.
They are. Actually, we have pretty good signups this year
We do.
for this point
Very
in time.
busy already.
It's starting to really get busy and move in. So, yeah, now's the time to get signed up. Again, especially for some of those pre-summit courses that sell out. Jim Whiting's, I have to go look at Jim's and Barb's and see if there's,
Yeah.
I think Barb still has room for sure, but Jim, I'm not sure.
You may
His
be
fills
getting
up really
close.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now's the time. Don't wait, assuming there's going to be room there. So
And
for
if
sure.
you've never experienced TapRooT before, you can come to that 2-day essentials course and then stay, and you go back and kick off a really great system at your
Right.
company.
Yep, and we give you a hand with that at the last session in the
We
summit
do.
to tell you what to do with all
exactly
this.
what to do when you get back.
You had 5 days of great information, and we're going to show you and give you a hand to actually setting up a plan to implement that knowledge.
So we know now you're going to want to come, so our IT guy needs to get back so our website doesn't crash. But everybody's coming on and registering, like clamoring to the registration page.
I would love it if we had our website crash due to too many people coming on. I would feel bad, but good. Yeah.
Well, one of the reasons, other than some of these courses that it may close due to size, is the room block only goes so long, I think.
Yeah,
so
I don't know the dates on that.
I don't either. It's sometime in February. I'll have to look that up, but you get the room block rates and stuff, so you definitely want to participate in that.
Yep.
Lots of activities there. Like I said, go watch the video that Ann and I did last week to see it's a great spring
And
break.
Daisy.
And Daisy. Daisy was in it. But it's a lot of times it's during spring break time. And if you're going to say, well, spring break, well, this resort is so fantastic.
It's a resort.
You have so many things to do. There's things for your family to do. Come bring them for spring break, and you come to the summit, and we'll have a party for you Wednesday night. So you'll have a good time too.
That's right.
And it'll be great.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite places. So we're
So we
really
know we're
looking
going to see you
forward
there.
to seeing you there.
Well, thanks for joining us today. We'll be back with you next week. Follow us on all of our social media platforms. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell for notifications so you get all of our videos as they come out. We appreciate you, and we'll see you back here next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.